Okay, simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations are part of the core content or common content, so part of standard and part of advanced. So it's going to be in nearly every single HSC from now on, every single trial from now on, because it is part of this common content. That's a guess, but I think it's a fairly nice guess. Let's see how we would do this. In the formula for venue B, here's the formula. The cost equals 150 plus 60p. What does the 150 and the 60 represent? Well, up in this first one, we had that the cost equals 800 plus 50p, and 800 was to hire the venue, and $50 was the per person for food. So I would say it's just that symmetry, that this is the venue hiring cost, and this is the amount per food. If you think about it, if no one shows up, in other words, P is 0, no one comes to your formal, it's still going to cost you $150. Why? Because that is the y-intercept. Remember, this is a straight line. They're both straight lines. Y cost equals mx plus c. C in this case is 150. That's the y-intercept. No one comes, 150. One person comes, and it goes up to 210. Two people come, 270, because 60 is the gradient. Every time one extra person comes, it goes up by 60. That is what the gradient means. So in this case, 150 is the venue hire and 60 is the cost per person. Mathematical high, expect 165 to attend their formal. Explain using mathematics which venue you would be the cheapest to book. So all we're going to do, we're going to substitute 165 into this formula, 165 into this, and pick the cheapest. And that's all I've done here. Venue A is 800 plus 50 times 165. Venue B is 150 plus 60 times 165. So venue A is the cheapest. You would pick venue A. This is really the core content part. For what value of P is the cost per venue exactly the same? So they're both straight lines. At some point, these two straight lines are going to intersect. That is what we're looking for, where these two lines intersect. That is the point of intersection. That is when the costs are equal. So one way to do it is we can just try different numbers. So in this case, for 165, venue A was cheapest. If we try 100 people, 800 plus 50 times 100, 5,800. For venue B, it's 6,150. So for 165, venue A was cheapest. For 100 people, venue A is cheapest. Let's try 80 people. When we try 80 people, venue A is still the cheapest. So all I've done is venue A is 800 plus 50 times 80. Venue B is 150 plus 60 times 80. Venue A is still the cheapest, but what you can see is we are getting closer. At 165, venue A was cheapest by 1,000. At 100 people, venue A was cheapest by 350. At 80 people, venue A was cheapest by 150. What if we try 60 people? If we try 60 people, suddenly we've got it's opposite now. Venue B is the cheapest, but it's only by $50. So we know it's somewhere between 60 and 80. And because it's not right in the middle, I'm going to go 65 because this isn't right in the middle. If it was right in the middle, this is 150 to 50. I might go 70, but I'm going to go 65. And if we go 65, what we see is that venue A and B are the same. So that is one way to do it. Having said that, if it was 63, this has taken a long time. If it was 63, we'd have to go 60. It keeps on going. If it's not a nice number, in this case, it was a nice number. How would we do it more algebraically? Let's have a look at how we might do it. Since the costs are the same, what we know is that the first venue, the venue A, the cost was equal to 800 plus 50p. In venue B, cost was equal 150 plus 60p. So what we know is that in venue A, this is a true statement. in venue B, this is a true statement. We want to know when the cost is equal. So what we can do is just eliminate cost. That's all I've done there. All I've done is this is what the cost equals. This is what the cost equal. We want to know when it's exactly the same. So we've just eliminated cost. And now what we've got is a fairly simple linear equation. We're going to take this 50p over, and it's going to become minus 50p, so 10p. And then what are we going to do? We're going to get rid of this 150 by minusing 150, and we get 650 equals 10p. So p equals 65, just dividing by 10. It really is that first step there. Okay, this is when cost is the same. We want to know for what values P is the cost of each venue the same. So the cost is the same. They both equal each other. And then you're solving that quite a simple straight line equation. Minusing 50 from P from both sides to get 10p. Then you're going to minus 150 from both sides there, cancel out here. This becomes 650, then dividing by 10. Thanks.